Listen up, beautiful bastards. I'm Insipid, and this is Runescape. Getting some more work done on this iron, hoping to get ourselves into a good place, I think for coal, eventually. Until then, let's go ahead and take a look at this and see what's coming up with today's topic, which is, conveniently enough, Thanksgiving. When this comes out, it should be Thanksgiving, recently, with the thing, and the timing. I'm amazing at this. Yes. Be an okay idea to have this actually come out. Oh, my inventory's full. I'm so sorry. Decent idea for this actually to come out on Thanksgiving, but I'm not gonna do that. So, hey, Lamau finger guns. Look at us go. Yo. I'm just gonna let that load this time. Takes a couple seconds for me to be able to move anyway. I just don't trust it. All right, now we go. No, we don't. Long pause anyway. What ifs? Not worrying about it. But I'm talking about Thanksgiving today, and there's like multiple levels at which I want to discuss it, just kind of my personal experience. And then I want to go ahead and just end with, I hope, however you spend that Thursday, that you're all happy, comfortable, and safe. That's the takeaway message. I know I'm cheating, giving it to you up front and all, but that's also kind of my style now, ain't it? Meh. So here's the rundown. What is Thanksgiving? In the end, for me, elemental bar, I can do silver. It's good. Alright. Probably just gonna make a whole bunch of iron daggers though, because, oh, why not? What ifs? Not worried about it. I was doing a thing. Where was I? Thanksgiving is a celebration, wrought from a period where doing a successful harvest and making sure you had enough calories for the winter was like super important. That food would go bad if you did not eat it. You had a surplus of fresh food because you just finished harvest. Eat it or you will die, you bastards. Apple pie is just a way to take bad fruit and make it taste okay. Alright? I know we have very, very romantic ideas these days about food, but let me go ahead and give you the rundown on this. Until very recently, food has been a question of survival. Getting enough calories day to day was a challenge. Getting safe, good food, nutritious food, was not something achievable for a lot of people. Really want to emphasize that for you. And so, we have many traditions built around food, in part because people were desperately trying to not die, or desperately were trying to distract from themselves from how bloody hungry they were. So that's just a lovely start for how that all goes. But personally, taking an event and being able to boil it down to its simplest form and understanding the root of it, that's comforting to me. It gives me the overarching message that this is what society's doing here, and it's okay. It makes sense, because if you allow yourself for Thanksgiving or for any holidays, get hyper focused on the details, you will, I promise, forget that this function was a matter of people coming together, having too much food, and trying to not die together. The purest form of teamwork. You're in a small collective, and you are desperately trying to keep as many of your community alive as possible. That's the big play, everybody. And there's no drama in that. Well, I mean, there's actual drama in that. Let me just flip that on its head. That is real, honest to God, life and death drama. And The bullshit we're dealing with today, nothing in comparison. I wanted to take a quick aside on that. It's not an actual drama, now is it? That is a literal, I'm trying to take care of this thing. It is dramatized for television, and we look at it and go, oh, man, how harrowing, because it has a dramatic element. So, I mean, I want to make sure I'm clarifying on that. I don't think that hungry people are being, dramatic. No, I think you're dying, and I want to help you. I want to feed you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm poor. But I just wanted to jump back to that. It's the idea that when we're getting lost in the details, we're losing the comfort of the general purpose. So I want to just echo the message. As you are coming into the holidays, please allow yourself to breathe, be human, and find enjoyment in it. Getting trapped in the details will kill you. That is what stress is made out of. Now, there are some very detail-oriented things, and there are exceptions out there. If you're a doctor, and you're working on Thanksgiving, or you don't give a damn about holidays, good. Do your job, please. Very, very detailed-like. Get lost in those details. Please don't kill anybody on Thanksgiving. That's one of the new messages for the video. Please do not murder anyone on the holidays. It's really, really obnoxious to have the news cycle talk about how the young family had so much potential and everything was lost. It's meh. Not my favorite story. Not my favorite bedtime story. I go to bed after that when I was like, what happened to the kid? It's the worst. Just the worst. Let's just not do that. That's my takeaway message there. Good. We're doing great. Coming on back. Holidays, stress, all of that. Don't do it. Therein, for me, what have my Thanksgivings been? Mostly me getting lost in the details. I don't talk about my mental disabilities very often. But let's say I have one, hypothetically, that impedes me from understanding a lot of social norms or identifying them effectively in a practical manner. Large groups of people, from family members, I don't have good read on for their emotional state, how serious they are, if this is a joke, are you just drunk right now? Let me get drunk with you. And so it's a very, very difficult scenario to try and work around because I've got no framework. There's no structure. I don't understand how anything is holding itself up. It's all just wacky wiggling tube arm guys all standing in a circle. And it looks and sounds like a really well-constructed conversation. All of the people involved they're doing great. Holy shit. It is amazing. These guys are coordinated styles of conversation. No one's interrupting each other. No one's stumbling over each other when they speak over each other. It just sounds great. Everyone's excited and having a lot of fun. Unless it's, politics again, because, Johnny showed up, and that Johnny, he can't not bring up politics, trying to save money on Christmas. What an asshole! But all of that very much aside, I look at that and I didn't get it. I did not understand the mechanics involved for engaging that, for kind of getting in on those conversations and that excitement. And then if I did, I sometimes even got called out. Why are you laughing right now? What's so funny about that? I don't know, okay? I got addicted to mirror neurons around other humans, and it felt nice for a change. Please don't call me out on it. I'm trying to be a normie with you. God damn it. And so that's a big hang up for me, and it's one of the reasons why I even think to talk about something like this, because I understand that other people might be coming into the holidays with just a little bit of stress, and other people, they're trying to figure out how to deal with that. For me, I had that one family member who just kind of got me a little bit more. They were younger than the rest, and we ended up having these really fun, cool conversations. We got to talk about gaming, things we had in common, and it's good. It's real good. It was, yeah. And I just that kind of built my sense of confidence, and I was able to handle more interactions on that, in part, just with the fingers crossed hope that they were going to be there. And they're there, and it's like, yes, finger guns, my guy. And then we were like, hey, we've got our clique, because I'm too bad at social interactions to have more than one person at a time while I'm learning this stuff. Brutal. And I was really, I could easily say, looking back, I was getting lost in the details. I was not coming into this engagement going, vacation. I am neither at school, nor am I at work. I am not paid to be here, but I don't need to be. These are people whom are obliged, through filial responsibility, to ingratiate me. Yes, feels very nice. The fools. And so just allowing kind of those connections to give me that confidence to engage in that practice, to engage in that, in those interactions, might have been the better play for me. And so if I can give that advice to somebody else, that these early interactions, even if they look really stressful for you, even if they are difficult at times, don't try not getting lost in the details. Pay attention, watch, learn, replicate. But otherwise, put yourself out there, make the mistakes. These are the people who are designed to let you make those mistakes. Caveat: not everyone is so lucky on that front. And what I just said, great in theory. I heard a lot of, yeah, you don't know my family. Okay. For the most part, if we're looking at a nice bell curve, everything up to the third standard deviation, you can get away with a whole lot with family and they won't call the cops. That's what I'm going for. For the guys over here on this end of the bell curve, where it's like 1.6% of all people, where it's like, no, oh, Karen, you do not make jokes with Karen. Just don't. No, she punched Ted. Ted shoved her back. Everyone was like, whoa, let's go a little bit quickly there, with some extra syllables and some missing. Jesus. And then Karen was just straight on the phone calling the cops. Now, should Ted have pushed her? No. Should she have punched Ted? No. It was just bad for everybody. Jesus. And now, for anyone who's going, well, wow, Insipid's just saying that you shouldn't call the cops in the face of violence. Obviously call the cops. It's a joke. There's voices. Karen and Ted are doing this, not me. Calm down a notch. Just one notch. Turn it down. You're getting lost in the details. Bring it down a notch. That said, there are plenty of ways after that to cope, some of which are more and less healthy. For me, the food tray. I cannot be speaking to you if I have food in my mouth. Deviled eggs for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. The reason I say that's unhealthy is because, in short, we're looking at an instance where you have food replacing coping, and if you associate food with that coping, it's very easy to end up creating addiction cycles, and that's that's a no. That is a please pass, do not do kind of thing. So just wanted to toss that out there really quick, that if we had the option in terms of doing or not doing, I would propose, gently, that we not do. Great. Encapsulated that so nicely. Put that right on over there. Otherwise, what would I usually rattle on about? Level up. What do I get? What do I get? Long swords. Huzzah! Anything else? Long swords? Good. I love long swords. They're the best. Communication. If you're going to a family event, or you're hosting a family event, and you're expecting right now that you're feeling something, that you're going to feel anxiety then, and you're feeling anxiety about it now, tell your family. It's super, super simple. I'll phrase it for you. Hey, I wanted to bring something to your attention. I am feeling anxiety about the upcoming event because I have some trouble with groups of people. I'm going to be doing my best, and I just wanted you to know in advance that I kind of expect some anxiety during the event. If I need to step away and cool down for a minute, I wanted you to know that that's what I'm doing. I'm not leaving. I'm not hiding. I'm just getting all of my pieces put back together. I'm just tightening it all up, bracing, going back at it. So I just wanted to make sure you had that information now, as opposed to me jumping at you with it during the event. You can do that like in the car ride over. You can do that a month in advance. The more communication, and she's always talking about communication again. Yes, communication, deal with it. The more communication that happens, the better. Period. No asterisk. No qualifications. Everything else I've talked about thus far had qualifications and sides and tangents, but no, zero, none. Oh, did you die? Zero, none. They've done. It's not something we need to qualify. I cannot imagine a single instance in which communication would be folly in advance of something like this if you're expecting to feel some stress and anxiety during the event. Now, if you have an example of how that communication would go sideways, put it in the comments section down below. I want to know more about this exciting new frontier that I have failed to consider, because I'm very, very human, and I do that from time to time. Before I bring this on down, I wanted to make sure I said a big thank you on over to Deep Down Dirty Record Labels for providing the music for this. It's always nice to have a little something in the background when we're doing these little talks of ours. And then, of course, I need to say thank you to these fine people right over here. These people make these streams and videos possible. Thank you very much. I certainly can't do it without you. With that, it's been real, it's been fun. Level up. And I'll get you guys on the flip side. Take care, everybody.